The Egyptians themselves call themselves a legacy culture. So they describe 2 time periods before dynastic civilization. Even today, archaeologists and Egyptologists will tell you 70 to 85% of ancient Egypt is still buried beneath the sea. We're looking at the remnants of a lost civilization, the tools that we found, the way they lived their life. That's the job of the Egyptologist.
In the remote corners of the world where time has seemingly stood still, ancient mummies have emerged from their icy and arid tombs in a state so perfectly preserved that one can't help but wonder, could they one day be brought back to life? As technology advances, the question lingers, could these extraordinary relics of the past ever walk among us again? The Siberian Ice Maiden, also known as the Ukok Princess, was discovered in 1993 by Russian archaeologist Natalia Polosmak on the Ukok Plateau in the Altai Mountains of Siberia. This region, often referred to as the pastures of heaven, lies near the borders of Russia, China, Mongolia, and Kazakhstan, and is part of the Golden Mountains of Altai, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The plateau is renowned for its stunning natural beauty and holds deep spiritual significance for the indigenous Altai people, who regard it as a sacred burial ground. The Altai Mountains are rich in cultural heritage, featuring ancient rock carvings and kurgans, or burial mounds, that date back to the Pazyryk culture of the 5th century BCE. The discovery of the Ice Maiden occurred during an excavation of a kurgan, which had remained untouched for over 2,500 years. The permafrost of the Altai Mountains preserved the body and the burial artifacts, allowing them to remain in an exceptional state of preservation. The Ice Maiden was found within a wooden coffin, buried alongside 6 horses that were likely sacrificed to accompany her into the afterlife. The Ice Maiden was adorned in a long, richly embroidered gown, and her head, shaved except for a tall wig, was decorated with feathers and a carved wooden headdress. One of the most remarkable aspects of the discovery was the intricate tattoos on her body, featuring stylized animal motifs which showcased the sophisticated artistry of the Pazyryk culture. Her face had been painted with red pigment, further indicating her high status and possible spiritual role within her society. The discovery of the Siberian Ice Maiden has been shrouded in mystery and controversy. The Altai people believe that disturbing her grave angered the spirits, leading to increased seismic activity and landslides in the region. This has fueled local superstitions and the belief that the Ice Maiden should not have been removed from her resting place. The debate over her ethnicity also adds to the mystery. Some researchers suggest she was of Scythian descent, while others believe she belonged to a Proto-Turkic group, reflecting the enigmatic nature of the Pazyryk culture itself. One intriguing theory posits that the Ice Maiden may have been a priestess or shaman of high status, supported by the elaborate nature of her burial and the spiritual significance of her tattoos. Another theory suggests that she was a sacrificial victim, possibly buried alive as part of a ritual to appease the gods or ensure the fertility of the land. The lack of disease or trauma on her body and her relatively young age at death support this idea. However, the true identity and purpose of the Siberian Ice Maiden remain a mystery, adding to her allure and the fascination she evokes. The Ukok Plateau, where the Siberian Ice Maiden was discovered, is a region of extraordinary natural beauty and cultural significance. The high elevation and harsh climate of the plateau have preserved many ancient burial mounds, making it an invaluable site for the study of ancient cultures. The Altai people regard the plateau as a sacred space, believing that the spirits of their ancestors reside there. The discovery of the Ice Maiden has heightened the sense of mystery and reverence associated with this remote and spiritually significant location. Another remarkable mummy lies in the Capuchin catacombs of Palermo, Italy, preserving the memory of a young girl named Rosalia Lombardo, whose lifelike appearance continues to mystify and captivate those who visit. Rosalia Lombardo, known as the Sleeping Beauty, is one of the world's best preserved mummies. Born in Palermo, Sicily in 1918, Rosalia tragically passed away from pneumonia. Her father, Mario Lombardo, devastated by her death, sought the expertise of Alfredo Salafia, a renowned Sicilian embalmer, to preserve her body. Rosalia was placed in the Capuchin catacombs of Palermo, an underground burial site housing thousands of mummified bodies dating back to the 16th century. Initially used for Capuchin friars, the catacombs eventually became a final resting place for Palermo's wealthy and prominent citizens. Rosalia's mummy has been on display in the Capuchin catacombs since her interment, but it wasn't until the mid-20th century that her remarkable preservation began to draw widespread attention. Her lifelike appearance, with her skin, hair, and even internal organs remaining intact, has fascinated visitors and scientists for decades. Rosalia is kept in a small glass coffin, lying as if peacefully asleep, with her head slightly turned to the side. The preservation of Rosalia Lombardo's body is nothing short of extraordinary. Her skin remains smooth, her facial features are perfectly preserved, and her blue eyes are still visible beneath her eyelids. This remarkable state of preservation is due to the embalming technique used by Alfredo Salafia, who combined chemicals such as formalin, zinc salts, alcohol, salicylic acid, and glycerin. The use of zinc salts, in particular, is credited with giving her body the rigidity and lifelike appearance that has made her famous. Salafia's formula remained a closely guarded secret until a detailed analysis of her body in 2009 revealed the specific chemicals used in the process. Rosalia's lifelike appearance has given rise to numerous legends and myths. One of the most enduring mysteries is the claim that Rosalia's eyes occasionally open and close, creating the illusion that she is still alive. This phenomenon has been captured in photographs and has sparked speculation that Rosalia is somehow aware of her surroundings. However, experts believe that this effect is due to changing humidity levels in the catacombs, causing the mummy's eyelids to contract or expand slightly. Despite this scientific explanation, the myth of Rosalia's blinking eyes continues to captivate the imagination of visitors and adds to the eerie atmosphere of the Capuchin catacombs. One theory suggests that Rosalia Lombardo was preserved using an ancient or supernatural technique lost to modern science. While Salafia's embalming formula has been largely deciphered, some believe that other unknown factors may have contributed to her preservation. Another conspiracy theory posits that Rosalia's mummy has been artificially maintained over the years through secretive interventions, although there is little evidence to support this claim. Most experts agree that Rosalia's remarkable preservation is the result of Salafia's innovative embalming technique. The Capuchin catacombs of Palermo are a unique and haunting site that offers a glimpse into the past. Initially created as a burial place for Capuchin monks, the catacombs eventually became a symbol of status for Palermo's wealthy citizens. The catacombs reflect Sicilian society's attitudes towards death and the afterlife, where the preservation of the body was seen as a way to honor and remember the deceased. Rosalia Lombardo's mummy is perhaps the most famous example of this practice, embodying the delicate balance between life and death that the catacombs represent. The Capuchin catacombs remain one of Palermo's most visited tourist attractions, drawing visitors from around the world to see the sleeping beauty and the other mummies that inhabit this eerie and fascinating place. As the Capuchin catacombs of Palermo continue to fascinate with their mummified residents across the world in China, the discovery of the Tarim mummies offers another profound connection to ancient civilizations, revealing secrets buried for millennia in the arid sands of the Taklamakan Desert. The Tarim mummies were discovered in the Tarim Basin, located in the Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region of China. This arid region, situated in the Taklamakan Desert, is one of the most remote and inhospitable places on Earth. The mummies, dating back as far as 1800 BCE, were found in a series of ancient cemeteries spread across the basin, with notable discoveries at sites like Kevrigul, Yingpan, and the small river cemetery known as Xiaohe. The Tarim Basin is part of the Silk Road network, a series of trade routes that connected the East and West for centuries. Early discoveries were made in the early 20th century by archaeologists like Aurel Stein and Sven Hedin. But it wasn't until the late 20th century that these mummies gained significant attention for their exceptional preservation and unexpected European-like features. The discovery of the Tarim mummies was a gradual process, with different expeditions uncovering various burial sites over several decades. The harsh desert environment played a crucial role in preserving the mummies, as the dry air and salty soil prevented the decay of organic material. The most intriguing aspect of the Tarim mummies is their European-like features. Genetic studies have revealed that they had a mix of Western and Eastern Eurasian ancestry, suggesting that the Tarim Basin was a crossroads for different cultures and peoples.